they're small enough to haul that. You don't have to get the load way out, unload it, you grab the trees, load them on the truck, and you're out of there, ready to go do something else. And I think we can sacrifice one of the motor graders, and if we can get that piece, we'll be done a good deed.
And the idea on cost.
Yes, ma'am. I want to say the cost of it did not bring all that with me.
I got it.
I want to say it's called a 308 tractor. I want to say it was like 108,000. But
What, the 308?
308.
308.
The 308 is, the sale price is 114,000,
114.
but we would send ours in, right?
We don't have one.
We don't have one.
We're sending a motor grader in that's 128,000.
So the 308 is 114,000 and change.
Mm-hmm. And we're getting credited the 128 for the motor grader.
Yeah, the two motor graders are worth 220,000 new, but we'll get credit for 128 and change.
But that's already in here.
Yes.
I mean, you're just explaining to us.
Yeah,
what's in
Everything he has
here.
mentioned is already in here.
I wasn't expecting,
Except the two
I
motors.
wasn't expecting that either. Explaining. I didn't bring that paperwork.
Question.
Yes, sir.
During this recent tornadoes, and stretched out as much as y'all were faced with, I mean, it was mentioned that there was equipment that we needed, and this is one of the pieces
To actually,
to
yes, sir.
really do a good job.
Yes, sir.
But this is the only one, is this the only one that you're mentioning in this year's budget? So what I'm interpreting from that is that still these other things you're requesting are more important than those other pieces of equipment that you could have used in a tornado. Is that a fair statement?
You mean, then like the boom axe, or you staying in this?
Well, this is the only one, and maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I am. Is this the only one that actually would have been something you would have used with the tornado damage, as opposed to the other stuff is just the normal everyday things that you do? So which is more important, being prepared for a big storm with other equipment, or these other pieces which you're taking care of?
Yeah, absolutely. Really, the wheel loader, the quick connect wheel loader, is going to assist on storm debris as well as this little track hoe. And the little track hoe will serve as a lot of other purposes for us, and possibly Jeff at times. But I would say that all the equipment that we have is equally needed, but we haven't had any kind of storm equipment at all. I think, like I stated before, looking at the way, and I've never seen it quite like this, besides being in the woods with big track hoes loading, but out on the road where you don't want to tear it up. All these other people like I said, they were eating ice cream with a spoon, and we was eating it with a fork. We're grabbing stuff that's falling out of the bucket, and you don't have anything to grab with. You're trying to scoop stuff up, and about the time you get it, it flips out of the bucket, you're starting over, and we're butting tractors together, putting half of it in one bucket, loading the truck. When these grapple pieces, it's cut and dry. You grab it and load it.
Certainly nothing's gonna help us if we have a magnitude storm like we had this time. I mean, that's just really bad, but lesser blows, it would help you get out ahead of it a little.
Oh, yeah, and it would help in the big, I mean, it would be very beneficial, very.
This is kind of an aside, but where are you in the final debris removal? If you think you got it all, or you're
No,
still
ma'am.
I've seen a few piles,
Yes,
but
ma'am.
I don't see a lot
We
of piles.
don't look anymore.
I look when you
Stay with the few.
yeah.
No, ma'am, we have a long ways to go. I tried to break away after the initial cleanup, and we had everything was clean. And then we kind of pulled off to catch up with a stack about like this of work orders and different things. And we started doing that and getting some things cleaned up and not caught up, but just moving forward. And then, of course, we get the flood that washes roads out. And then we got a water pipe, we're putting those back together. As soon as I get a handle on the roads being put back together, we can get them back open to the public. We've already fixed 2. We have 2 more to go, and then a lot of shoulders where the water come over the road and wash the downfall side out, pipes that broke off. A lot of that, we've got barricades around at this time, but the roads are travelable. We are gonna get back on it and continue to clean up. But there's a lot of it. There's a lot in Pine Mountain. There's a lot in the county outside of Pine Mountain. There's still a good bit out in Ellerslie.
Ellerslie looking pretty good though.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a lot better.
Yeah,
Yeah. But
not normal,
But I don't want to talk about where all this went, please.
Okay.
but, yeah,
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
That was the part,
yeah.
but that's a whole nother ballgame.
Like, how many employees are you down?
3.
Wow.
How many you got total? How many should you have total?
I should have, with me and the administrative assistant, I should have 18. And right now I usually just count the men. I've got 13 men, 4 of them bush hog, 1 inspector. So really I'm down to, I do the 14 because when I write out what's gonna be done that day, I count people and I know there's 13 of them now. I just had, again, I won't mention his name, but he's been here, I wanna say about 4 or 5 years. He was doing a great job, had Class A CDLs, and I was wanting to move him up, and I didn't have the slot, and I was going to put that in there, but unfortunately, he found a better job with I don't say a better job, he found a different job with a lot more pay, and he left. And it's hard to get people. We have to have CDL drivers. Because one man or 2 men can't take over. They got to be able to go and get it wherever it is. And to have those licenses, and I know you've heard this from Ronnie Duke and others, but to have this license, these people can go elsewhere and make better money. And it's hard to get somebody for a light equipment operator for that pay. Now, if they were all heavy, that pay, I could get them in here. Especially the younger ones, and train them my way.
There was one on here. The light equipment operators are 5 rather than 6. 5, you're asking for 5 rather than 6 and move 1 up to 10. Is that what you're doing or not doing?
No, ma'am.
That was an idea.
The idea of what I was gonna present was taking the guy I'm talking about
Right.
and moving position.
Right.
Take a light and turn it into a heavy and make me have 6 heavy and 5 light.
Okay.
And that would help me out a lot. But even that he's gone, I still want to do that because that's going to give me
That's
the
what I was
leverage
getting
of the money to get someone in that
Yeah.
has the
at. That's
license.
what I was getting at.
Yes, ma'am. You're correct.
To help you out a lot or more, do you think it would be beneficial for you to start spraying some of these right areas to retard some growth and save time and put them in elsewhere?
I do, but that has been something that I think's been a concern. But I do think in a lot of cases, like around the bigger culverts that we have, one thing that really gets nasty all the time and doesn't get cleaned up often enough, which it's not because nobody's doing it, it's because we're doing everything else, and the prison details are doing other things. But the bridges, the guardrails coming up on the bridges, guardrails standing on their own, I think if we was able to spray, not make everything look ugly and dead, but just spray, and you'd only be killing the weeds. The grass would still be there. The weeds are what gets so high. But just do under the guardrail, 3 or 4 foot where everything's not hanging over the guardrail. I think it'd be very good. to be able to do
It's
that.
like the new guardrails on the road are already covered up, you can't even see them.
They've only been there, I think we put those in about 2 years ago.
They've been long.
They're covered up, a lot of the guardrails are covered up. And the ones that are on the bridge approaches, it kind of throws an illusion of the bridge, because you got all this hanging over on the guardrails, and then it's hard to tell where the bridge is, and if you come in, you're liable to be in the oncoming lane. Whereas, just like you were speaking earlier about the road up there, how it's a big difference for everything. But unfortunately, you can't cut, you can't bush hog that area. You can't, it's gotta either be weed eated or bush axed or something to that effect. When if that was clear, that would help out the county tremendously.
I'm
Certainly
not
would.
for spraying most of the time, but what's keeping you from spraying those areas that you?
It was brought up, Mr. Lane may remember, it was brought up back a few years ago, and I think it was said, and Mr. York was here at the time, I think it was said that we didn't want to use any sprays or anything on the right of ways. And I don't know whether it was interpreted for everything just to look round and ugly, but I do think in these particular areas, it would be great. I don't know how it come up that it was out of the question, but that's all I heard.
In my opinion, it's out of the question to do it wholesale, but I think doing it judiciously in the places where you were talking about
Guardrail,
would be
bridge.
acceptable, for safety reasons. Now, I know, we have to think environmentally about what it does to bees and what it does
Right.
to other pollinators, but judicious use, I think, is smart. Wholesale use, I would certainly be against, but.
Right.
And we don't have an ordinance that says thou shalt not spray, do we?
I don't think so.
Do you remember that coming up, Ms. Dees?
We used to spray many years ago, and we had complaints of it possibly hurting people's animals
All
or
over, yeah.
whatever.
Maybe that's
Yeah,
where
the
it
close
comes
But it
Work
was
on those
being more
areas.
wholesale as opposed to judicious.
They've changed a lot of their sprays
That's right.
now, they're very,
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot more friendly lately.
That's right.
And we're spraying the railroad bed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, I mean, that has to be, that's right.
but I,
But Mike, do you need a special license to do that?
I'm not sure.
it's a very easy license to
To
get,
get
but, and I say easy, I mean, it
a
can,
test or something?
yeah, it's not even that. But, I think you could just tell us where you're going to do it, because we will get some people who are concerned about it.
Oh, yeah.
But if we could say, we only spray guardrails, those places that it's just almost impossible to clean up for safety
That's
reasons,
it.
otherwise, I don't have a problem with that.
That would be great if we could get that done, but I'd have to find out about the license and all that sort of stuff. But, that would be great, that would be beneficial on all these guardrails and some of these culverts. You get these bushes growed up around the culverts, and, you could knock that down, it wouldn't come back for I don't know that
Season
much
at
about
least.
spraying.
A season.
I do know that one of my employees said that, we was talking about our personal yards, and he said he used some of that surf and turf or whatever. He said he would never do that again, because all he had was weeds, because they just got dirt. He was saying it jokingly, but he said, be careful.
Yeah.
But,
I'm pretty particular about it, but, even on the farm, we use it for.
that's right. I mean, people spray their fences and fence lines and stuff like that. I think the contained area, just to knock down the problem areas, I don't see where we would get a whole lot of complaint. There's always gonna be somebody,
That's true.
I mean, that's,
I'll let you come, test spray my illegally active bushes. You can test spray all them, if it kills them, then it'll be all right. If I get rid of all that stuff, I'd be okay.
Anything else?
yes, ma'am, I got a couple more. I'll
Okay.
do it here a while.
Are they new to the budget or just explaining what's in it?
It was just, kind of pleading for my for my capital items, more or less. One other one, this was the employee that I was trying to go from the light to the heavy with the unit position, so that's out. But the only other thing I had, was 2 replacement trucks. We still have 3. We actually got 4 that are 3 2007 Chevrolet trucks with all of them well over 200,000 miles. Bobby's working on it continuously, it's this and that. And this is gonna play out at some point because over the past few years, y'all have allowed us to get new trucks. So we're fixing to be in a whole group of rightly new trucks, and that's just gonna, that'll keep us for a long time. But these, I mean, I know it's just little things, but these Silverados, the seats that these guys ride on, and it costs $800 to get a seat, and then you're down that truck while you're doing it, because you gotta take it to them, and that's 8 in the front, 8 in the back. They're literally riding on metal. I don't know why they don't bring the pillows and ride on it. I feel bad. I need to bring my pillow and let them ride on it. But these trucks are old. They've all got a lot of miles. They've got a lot of wear and tear. And if we can, that's good. You know, keep continuing to swap out as we go along, and then we will be totally out of the old trucks and into newer model trucks that'll last us without having to buy trucks for many years. And that's pretty much what I have.
Anybody have any more questions? Mr. Well, did you want to address yours?
Yeah.
We have 10 minutes.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
Warrant on page 43. A reduction on page 15.
Over the last couple of years, I'm Joe. Over the last couple of years, we've been trying with Randy's help to transfer where EMS had absorbed some of our costs for running the foreign office and get everything balanced like it needed to be. Something as simple as body bags. EMS was picking up those costs, and since I've been in the corner, we've been trying to work towards getting those type things brought in and make improvements to the budget being written. So we're still working on that, and that's where some of my increases have come this year. Just trying to get that right balance. We don't have a whole lot of costs beyond the body bag situation, but we are, the deaf side of things are population balanced, and over the last 10 years, you know, we've kind of increased a little bit with population, but the population that's here is now 10 years old. And we are getting a few more calls each year, where 8 years ago we were probably 60 a year. This past year we were at 80, and right now we're about 40. So we can see that those things do increase. Not every call requires any equipment. The call volume is increasing along with that. And then the things that got taken out this year, there's 2 different items. The morgue facility, which currently, at the graciousness of Cox Funeral Home, they allow me to take loved ones there, but I need to have a time delay from just having the funeral home pick up someone. They do that at a very minimal charge, I think. I've got a rental budget here of $600, and that goes to Cox to help supply that electricity and such. But I do have it here for the last couple of years to look for a more building. I've talked with Randy, who wants the morgue in their building for one, but where would we have space? So basically, I put the morgue in here at about $100,000, that would be a building, coolers and such. For me, I don't care for a vehicle that says car that I'm driving around the county. Yeah, I like my pickup truck, but the vehicle here would be a transport vehicle that can be dedicated to just that. So it's two different items right now. We do have an outside contract for transport as needed. The transport is anything that is an indigent case that we have to take care of. Or, you know, where we've got to go pick up and do a removal with that. Or any autopsies having to go up to a GBI for autopsy. So, you know, we've got a system right now for the vehicles, but would like y'all to start considering a building or a location that we could, that even if it's a building going up for something else, we could separate out and spend some of this money to build a secured morgue section. Right now, we're very fortunate with some super law enforcement. We don't have a whole lot of problems such as other counties right below us. I picked on my constituent, buddy Brian. He says, Joe, you have more fatalities than anybody I know. I say, buddy, you have more homicides than anybody I know. But, yeah, when you end up in that situation, which we've been very, very fortunate not to be there, but when you end up in that, there's a whole lot more security that needs to go into taking care of the loved one that's passed away. And the security of being in somebody else's property is a long-term concern. And that's what it boils down to is, you know, taking care of our own. So, other lines for me is pretty much a little bit of increase here and there. And I appreciate that as we try to get budget work towards the foreign funds. Any questions?
Anybody have any questions?
Thank you. Thank you.
Anything else? I think we covered everybody, all the department heads over here. That's good. So we are.
The next one's May 21st at 5 o'clock.